What's the best piece of dad lore you've ever heard? Growing up, all my friends came up with these wild theories about why my dad disappeared into the garage for exactly 45 minutes every Sunday morning. You see, my dad was this huge guy who worked construction, had a beard that could hide small animals, and rarely spoke more than 3 words at a time. But every Sunday at 8:15 a.m. sharp, he'd grab his coffee, walk into the garage, and lock the door behind him. The neighborhood kids started calling it the Sunday Protocol. Even my mom wasn't allowed in during these sessions. My friend Pete swore he once heard classical music coming from inside. Another kid, Tommy, claimed he saw smoke with a weird purple tint seeping out from under the door. The rumors got crazier each week. Some said he was building a time machine. Others thought he was secretly a Russian spy sending coded messages back to Moscow. My personal favorite was that he was actually writing romance novels under a pen name. I never bothered asking him about it. That was our unspoken rule. Don't ask about the Sunday Protocol. But one morning when I was 12, I noticed something odd. The garage door wasn't fully closed. There was maybe a 2-inch gap at the bottom. I laid flat on my stomach in the driveway, pressed my face against the concrete, and peered under. What I saw made me question everything I knew about my father. My massive, bearded, construction-working dad was pirouetting, like full-on ballet spinning. In the middle of our cluttered garage, between his power tools and my mom's Christmas decorations, he was dancing. He had these tiny earbuds in, and he was moving with the grace of someone who'd done this 1,000 times before. He'd leap over paint cans, use his workbench as a bar, and spin like he was performing at Carnegie Hall. I must have made some noise because suddenly he stopped, walked over, and lifted the garage door. I expected him to be angry, but instead he just sighed and said, "Guess it's time." He explained that before meeting my mom, he'd been a professional ballet dancer in Seattle. A knee injury ended his career, and he switched to construction, but he never stopped loving dance. The garage was the only place he could practice without feeling self-conscious. "Your mother doesn't even know," he said. After we started dating, I couldn't figure out how to tell her that her burly contractor boyfriend used to wear tights for a living. The next Sunday, he invited me in. He showed me videos of his performances from the 90s, taught me basic positions, and even tried to teach me how to pirouette. I was horrible at it, but he was patient. Then things got interesting. One day, my mom came home early from her shift at the hospital and caught us mid-practice. Instead of being shocked, she burst out laughing. Turns out she'd known all along. She'd found his old performance videos in a box when they first moved in together. She just played along because she thought it was sweet that this giant of a man had his secret ballet sessions in the garage. The best part? She'd been a gymnast in college. Soon our Sunday sessions turned into a full family affair. Mom would spot us while we practiced lifts, and Dad would critique her form when she did cartwheels. The neighborhood kids were disappointed when they found out the truth. A ballet dancing construction worker wasn't quite as exciting as a Russian spy. But watching my dad teach Tommy's little sister how to plie while still wearing his work boots and covered in sawdust became the new Sunday entertainment. Dad still does his Sunday protocol, but now the garage door stays open.